That down. Let's move on to this. You know, one of my favorite shows out there right now is Reacher. I get such a huge kick out of that show. Again, I think it's the best stuff on television? No. Is it Emmy level acting? No, and all that kind of stuff. But it's just there's something about it that's just so visceral that I really like. Like, listen, it's great to have really intricate character depth stuff, but every once in a while we just love watching shows where it's just, you know, figure out the murder mystery and watch the good guy kick the living crap out of the bad guy. And I think that's something about Reacher that just makes it addicting for me. There's just, every once in a while, it's just great to have a show where it's just straight up and simple. You know what? There's this bad guy that's doing some really awful, horrible stuff.
Nice escapism.
And I just want to see a good guy go over and beat the living shit out of that guy. And Reacher delivers that on all levels. And it's also clever, and it's you know, based on some really good books and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I love the show. And it's been wildly successful. It's an Amazon show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Wildly successful for Amazon. Well, season 3 is coming, and they just dropped the first trailer. Now, there are a lot of people who know the books have been telling me, because I've not read the books myself, but they've been telling me, oh, this one is based on the book Persuader, the Jack Reacher book Persuader. And there have been some people telling me that they think that's the best Jack Reacher book. But something that some people have been saying is, I think, though, there's one thing they're not going to be able to do that's from the book. See, because in the books, there's this one bad guy named Paulie, who's supposed to be like just monstrously huge.
Mm-hmm.
And like that believably can beat up Reacher and all this kind of stuff. And they have like one of the best fights. And I don't know that you're going to be able to do that. And actually this headline right from Cinema Blend said, I knew the Reacher versus Paulie fight would be epic, but the Reacher season 3 trailer shows Alan Ritchson getting his face beat. And like, who's going to be able to do that? Well, they went out and got this actor, Oliver Richards, who is also known as the world's biggest bodybuilder. Here is a picture of Oliver Richards ordering some fast food. Is that a Jollibee's?
I think so.
Yeah,
It looks like it.
It looks like a Jollibee's. Anyway.
Yes, because of spaghetti, yeah.
It's not, lest you think, oh, those are just two really, really, really short people. His knees are almost at the countertop.
Oh, you know what? This might actually be, sorry, not that it means anything, but this actually might be a McDonald's.
Oh, yeah.
Because it says mixed spaghetti.
No.
And there's M's everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Jollibee
That is
doesn't have the
McDonald's.
Oh, you might be right.
That's
Maybe it is a
in
McDonald's.
Philippines, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because that fries box,
I just noticed the M.
the fries box looks like a McDonald's fries box. Anyway.
Yeah, that's in the Philippines.
And if you think, well, what if he's standing next to another giant guy? How about the tallest guy who played the Mountain in Game of Thrones? That's Oliver standing next to the tallest, biggest actor to play the Mountain.
Just call him the molehill now.
And he's got a good 2 to 3 inches on the guy. And here's the thing. It's one thing, I think I've read some websites that say Oliver is 7'2", some say he's 7'3". I'll believe either of them. It's one thing to have a really super tall guy, but a guy of that height with that physique is an incredible rarity.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, the only time I think his name sounds familiar, I think he was in Black Widow. Because you remember when you first see Red Guardian, I think he's like in prison and he's arm wrestling somebody.
Right.
I think he was the guy Red Guardian was arm wrestling. I could be wrong about that.
Oh, someone's a Kratos actor found.
I mean, maybe. Yeah.
Then who would beat him up?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Nobody beats up Kratos. So the Reacher trailer comes out and Reacher says, Paulie, Oliver's playing Paulie. He's twice my size. I'm thinking, nobody is twice the size. There are bigger guys than Alan Richard. No one's twice the size. And then you see this. Do you have the shot of them where he goes to punch in the gut and you see a really good shot of how
Let me look.
of the size difference between them? And when I first saw the trailer, I'm like, this is some Lord of the Rings forced perspective visual effects.
I did too, but he's right there with him in that
Nobody's
shot.
that big. And then it turns out
I mean, yeah, here's a shot where they're like,
the guy is that big. Yeah, look. Okay, you guys
look at the
know.
reach. So if he were to stretch his arms out, I mean, the reach on this guy's so much
I mean,
further.
the wingspan.
Yeah, and
Look
his hands are like big.
And here's the fun. We all know how big Alan Richardson is. He's not some 5'10" guy who just happens to be really muscular. He is a big, giant mountain of a man, Alan Richardson is. And look at Oliver standing next to him with those arms. It's like this. I'm so I know. Listen, John, all you're talking about so far is the size of the guy who's going to play. I don't care. Then look at that.
Yeah.
That's insane. Look at the size of this guy. Now, can he act?
Who cares?
I don't really know. But you know, some of these bad guy thugs, sometimes they don't have to have a lot of dialogue or have a lot of lines. So maybe it won't matter, or maybe he can act. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to bring in somebody that, because let's face it, ain't nothing has been in any Reacher show so far that ever makes me even think for a second when Reacher's about to get into a fight, oh, this will be a good fight. Never once. It's only been Reacher when Reacher's fighting an entire bike gang. Like that's the only time you think. But like never once in the show have they been able to have Reacher go one-on-one with somebody and have me go, I wonder who would win this. Like if you wanted to create something in the show narratively, like this individual poses a real threat. Like if Reacher walks down a dark alley and sees somebody, who would make Reacher maybe turn around and walk the other way? This guy may do it. This guy may do it. And I'm just like floored by the size of the guy. Anyway, not a lot else is given out in the trailer, right? You know, Reacher beating up some guys, which is great. The one line is pretty good when she says, the only time I've seen somebody who's twice your size was on Mount Rushmore. That was a pretty good line. But again, I've not read the books, but I've had people who have read the books tell me this is one of their favorite books in the series. So here's some cool things. So little teaser I thought was really great. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of this video, Mando. Guys, I've got to tell you about something that changed my whole body care game. Mando Whole Body Deodorant. Now, I first heard about Mando last year when they offered to become a sponsor of the show, and I was honestly skeptical. I mean, a deodorant can't really control odor for 72 hours, can it? But after using it myself, I am a believer. You can use it anywhere on your body, and I mean anywhere. It's clinically proven to keep you smelling fresh for up to 72 hours without any irritation. I'm loving the clover wood scent, but they've got options like bourbon leather, Mount Fuji, Pro Sport, and even unscented if you prefer to go stealth mode. I like to use it after the shower, before the gym, or even important meetings. It's that reliable. And right now, Mando's got a killer deal. New customers get $5 off their best-selling starter pack with my exclusive code CAMPEA. That's over 40% off. Just go to shopmando, that's shopmando.com, and use the code CAMPEA. Seriously, guys, if you want a deodorant that's aluminum-free, baking soda-free, and just works better than anything else you've tried, it's time to make the switch to Mando. So don't wait. Control body odor anywhere with Mando. Head over to shopmando.com and use the code CAMPEA and get $5 off your starter pack. Trust me, you're going to love it. That's at shopmando.com. Go and check it out now. Question is for you guys. Do you like Reacher? Have you been watching the show? A lot of people have. The ratings are crazy on it. What do you think about the little teaser we just got for season 3? And what do you think about Oliver Richards? Because, man, this guy's impressive. He's so impressive. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.